Your clay has gone in the kiln for the first time. It got really, really hot. Hotter, in fact, than lava. About 2,000 degrees. So that turned the clay hard like a rock. Now it's called bisque clay. Now we are going to use glaze, a special clay paint, to add color and shine to our work. You are going to have a water cup, a sponge, and your glaze tray. I suggest rinsing your brush first just so that it's nice and clean. So rinse and then dry off with the sponge. Then you can go into your first color. You want to make sure that you paint your glaze 2 times. That will make sure that it's the brightest color possible. When you change colors, make sure that you go all the way to the bottom of the cup to rinse your brush. This is very important, to rinse your brush. Then, after you rinse, you are going to dry it off with an X on the sponge. Then you can switch your color. Watch how I rinse all the way to the bottom of my cup. And then I am going to dry it off with an X on the sponge. Now I'm ready to go into my next color because I can see my brush is really clean. This is very important so that you don't mix the colors accidentally in your tray. We want to keep this tray of glaze really nice and neat. You want to paint the front of your mitten only. We do not want any glaze on the back or the sides. We only want it on the front, not the back or the sides. So watch that I didn't paint the back or the sides. I only want to paint the front. That will help so that when the glaze melts, your clay doesn't stick to the kiln. Then when I'm all done, I'm going to make sure that I close the lid on my glaze tray, nice and tight. So don't press down really hard, but just kind of give it a gentle push once it's on. Then, now that your work has been glazed, I'm going to put them in the kiln for a second time, where they'll get hotter than lava again. Then, that glaze or that special clay paint, it's kind of like glass that will melt onto your clay, where it will be nice and shiny and colorful.